Hello my dudes, I'm finally getting around to doing this video, which I originally meant to do in when I broke 60k subscribers. Basically, I wanted to do like a commemorative video. I don't know what to call this. A look back, if you will, on my quote-unquote FGO career. Oh yeah, ignore the goofy music in the background. It's just how the my room setup is right now. But yeah, this is my JP account. Now, obviously, most of you guys know, hopefully by now, that I play both NA and JP, and I have played JP for longer than NA, but, you know, for those who don't know, I am a day one player on NA, have played since the game released, but I did start JP earlier than that. In fact, when I started JP in February of 2017, NA was not even announced. It was announced to start not soon after that, from what I remember. But yes, when I started JP, we did not even have the confirmation that there will be an English server for this game. Now, as you can see from this page, I have played for 1800 days, well, I guess nearing 1900 right now, so again, if you do the math, that is now over 5 years since, you know, February 2017. Obviously, my login streak is not perfect. I have broken it a few times on JP. On my main account on NA, I have only broken it once. I would have a perfect login streak if it wasn't for that one unfortunate 24-hour maintenance for Christmas 2 rerun. I'm still pretty sad about that, but it is what it is. So today I'll be showing you some stuff around my account, my OG JP account, because, you know, maybe some of you guys are interested to see this, hopefully. I guess we should immediately start then. So, I guess the first thing people are interested to know is the servant count, I suppose. Now, again, I have to give a brief disclaimer. This is not a free-to-play account. It is not a heavy spending account. In fact, for many years, the only spending I ever did on this account was for GSSRs. Those guaranteed SSR multis, basically. But yes, it is indeed not a free-to-play account. Now, it is still what I would consider a low-spending account. But again, feel free to have your own opinions about this. I still think what you're about to see is a fairly accurate representation of what someone can expect if you play this game very actively for around this time that I have played. Now, again, it's not my main account, but I still do play JP more or less every day. Some days I'm pretty lazy and might just log in, but I still beat every event. I summon quite a bit when I do have stuff saved up, or if I happen to get some added quartz. But yeah, I still do play this server a lot as well, obviously. So let's go through the list here. I have it set filtered to rarity, so you will be seeing all my SSRs first. Now again, there will be some level 1s and low levels, because as of right now, all my servants are not max level. I really need to get on that, but I have been a bit lazy. But yeah, I'll be doing a slow scroll through here right now, and you don't have to count. I did a bit of counting on various things of this account before I start this video. Now already there you see the end of the SSRs, and in case you were wondering, fun fact, it just happens to be that right now I have 69, yes, the funny number, 69 unique SSRs. Now they're not all MP1, but if I remember correctly, I don't even have a single MP3. Like, a highest number for me on my JP account are MP2s, and I should note that at this point, I don't normally even roll for multiple copies of SSRs. Again, most of you guys already know this on my JP account. I'm just mostly going for the 1 copies of servants, and that's it. Now, the ones I have on MP2 are either accidents, from like GSSRs, or just me getting really lucky on like a daily spin or something. Now, in terms here, let's move on to the 4 stars, I suppose. So obviously there's going to be way more of these, as you can see. A lot of welfares there as well. In fact, the only welfare that I'm missing right now on my JP account is Santa Altar, the very first Santa servant. Besides that, I have every single welfare to be released in the history of the game. Now again, I did the math for you. For unique 4-star servants, SRs if you will, there are 121. Again, hopefully I didn't miscount, but that should give you an interesting estimate. Again, 5 years and counting. I suppose we could immediately talk about MP levels as well, now that I was on that topic. So again, you won't be seeing any SSRs high up here. Now, in terms of the 4 stars, I did the count for them. I didn't do the count for the low stars because most people will obviously MP5 1 to 3 star servants from just playing the game. Well, obviously, if they're story locked or limited, which there are not that many of for 1 to 3 stars, that might not be the case, but for every permanent, you will definitely MP5 them at some point. So, in terms of like, you can see some MP5s here already. Mostly, if you can see, it's mostly very like old servants basically, because again my account is very old, so it's been like a work in progress for many years now. Alright, there was a small cut there for a second because my phone ran out of storage, so I had to restart the recording. But yeah, we're back here. So that's where the MP5s end, and the again I did the math for you. So for the non-welfare gold MP5s, which again, 0 SSRs, I really want to emphasize that. I don't have a single SSR even at MP3, only some MP2s. So for the 4 stars that are not welfares, I have 21 SRs. And again, more or less, not all of them are permanent, but like a good 90% of them are permanent as well, which again have been, you know, amassed over the years. So there you go. I mean, I might as well show you the rest as well in case you're really interested about what the MP levels look like. But again, now we finally start to see some SSRs as well, but again, not very high amounts, because I just don't really see the need to go for multiple MP levels on my JP account, where I mostly just like to have servants rather than to, you know, make one servant fully OP. Obviously, I do Grail still servants here as well, so it's nice if I can get some more power to them. I guess I can show you around with my craft essences a little bit as well, in case you're wondering what kind of stuff I have. Not that many level 100 craft essences, as you can see. In fact, there's only 3 of them right now, but I do have a bunch more here at with some levels in them. Again, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to this. I even have a lot of FP right now, which I should totally roll and, you know, prepare some more EXP bombs. In fact, let me actually filter this by rarity, so you can see what kind of Cs I have. I'm still missing a lot of MLBs for like some permanent 5-star CEs, sadly, namely, you know, K-Scope and 2030 as big examples. So even in 5+ years, I still haven't managed to MLB a single copy of those. Now, I do have some of them MLB'd, luckily, so it's not all bad. And obviously I have a lot of good old Cs as well, like Holy Night Supper, Golden Carp, Golden Sumo. Like, even like as you can see, like, this really puts this into perspective. I have 3 copies of 2030 and 2 copies of K-Scope, the original, not the HP one. In fact, it's even funnier. If you saw earlier, I have 3 of the HP ones that were introduced not too long ago. So yeah, you think some of you guys have it bad? Yeah. Look at this account. I mean, again, it's not all bad. For instance, I have somehow 2 MLBs of Prisma Cosmos. I have an MLB fully max leveled Black Grail, you know, Victor of the Moon, Another Ending, etc, etc. I even have a few poster girls, because again, this is an old account. But yeah, in fact, fun fact, I got my first 2030 over 4 years into playing this game. It took me over 4 years to get the first copy of that, so yeah, just puts things into perspective, I guess. And after this, it's gonna show 4 stars, which most people are not interested in. But yeah, there you go. A short overview of my craft essences as well. I'm not mad about it. Pretty good stuff regardless, obviously. Now, I guess next thing, we can talk Mystic codes briefly. Now, I don't actually have every Mystic code. I'm missing the 2 extra ones, because those were given out before I started playing. I could actually buy them right now if I wanted to, because I do have the RP for it. Yes, even this account has a decent amount of RP. You'd be surprised how much you'd be able to amass just from bonus welfares from events. In fact, I'll talk about that later. But yeah, to show off the Mystic codes minus the 2 extra ones, my Arctic is still not level 10, despite what, 3 years later now? It's a slow progress. It's in fact, my main account NA does have this maxed mostly from lottery spam, but JP still doesn't. Now, most other stuff I do have max level. Like, I'm just gonna scroll through these. I mean, some of these are obviously easier to level than some others. They're not equal by any means in terms of EXP needed. But yeah, I try to max all my Mystic codes, even on this account. Now, this is the latest one we got, the brand new plug suit, and this one will be another super slow one to level because it needs an insane amount of EXP. But again, as you can see, most of my Mystic codes In fact, I think only 3 of them that I have are not max level, so everything else should be maxed out, yes. So, yeah, there you go, back to this. So that's Mystic Codes, briefly. And again, I might as well show you briefly, like, all the servants that I do not have leveled yet. So with this filter, you can see, obviously not all of these will be maxed. Like the level 1 bronze servants will stay level 1 because they're used for like solo purposes or some other setups. But everything else I really need to get working on. Ignore the Seek, by the way, but besides that, yes, I have some work to do, which is good. It's always good to have some goals to work towards, in my opinion. Now, another thing people might be interested about are skills, because, you know, again, it takes a lot to max a servant, doesn't it? Even now, I could actually max a bunch more stuff, but I'm just being a bit lazy and conservative with my materials, even though I don't really have to be, because I can already show you something like, let's see... As you can see, I'm definitely not short on lores, and some people might be extremely shocked about this, but again, if you don't know how JP operates nowadays, every event seems to be dishing out a ton of lores. Usually they're around 4 to 5 lores per event nowadays, so it's pretty easy to amass them as well. So I'll get to maxing a little bit more stuff later, and I even have the QP, yes, but I'm trying to be a bit conservative as well. And it's not like I need to max a lot of this stuff, because again, my account is in a very good spot right now. So, hopefully no one is too mad about that. But yes, I'll do a brief scroll through here. There are still obviously a lot of skills maxed. Not everything is like always a 10, 10, 10. There are still some odd 10s here and there. Like for batteries or other skills that I deemed very noteworthy to max. But again, I did the math for you, so you don't have to count. So again, unless I miscounted... all skills combined, I have maxed... 172 skills in this game, so that's 172 lores and another whole bunch of other QP materials, etc. But at least that many lores. So again, that's 5 years and counting. Another thing I didn't mention, but you probably saw it already, my master level is now level 156 out of the max, what is 160. It probably would be higher, but the level cap increase from 150 to 160 only happened like less than 1.5 years ago. And another interesting thing people might be curious about is the amount of interludes and strengthenings that I have done. And there you go, 173 strengthening quests and 181 interludes. So I even have a bunch of interludes and some strengthenings I still need to do, but they're locked behind, again, those servants that I showed you earlier not being max level or high enough bond yet. So again, another work in progress. And I guess to end off with, I can show you what I'm holding for, like, in terms of resources as well. So, you know, a good chunk of mana prisms, and again, even rare prisms. This might be a number that people are shocked about, because again, this account is not a heavy spender, and 0 USOs to begin with, not even close, because again, not even any MP3s for SSRs, but yeah, you'd be surprised how much free RP you can actually get from this game, just from beating reruns of events or other bonus campaigns and whatnot. Not a whole lot of apples, because I tend to spend most of them doing lottery events, but yeah, speaking of lottery events, because of that, I tend to have a good amount of skill gems as well. Definitely set for blue and red ones, but some tier 3, the yellow ones, I'm still like the caster one in particular is still pretty low, so pretty much set for otherwise for gems. That's very good. Now here come the materials. Again, some more than others, a bit imbalanced here and there. But yeah, definitely a good chunk of materials as well. From not too hardcore play, again, I reserved that for my main account mostly. In case you're curious, for lotteries, I mostly try to do around 100 boxes per event, so a good chunk, but nothing crazy. Definitely set for life with some gold materials at least, some of the old ones. So that's pretty nice. There's the 60 lores again. And now this is another thing that is pretty good. I am starting to run lower on pieces, and now I used to be pretty much set for life. I kind of still am. I don't really ever need to farm these. Haven't had the need for years on both of these servers that I play, especially for monuments. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever need to farm these. Grails I have a good chunk, again, with the addition of Grail casting. You can, if you have the coins, you can get 2 bonus Grails per month, which is very cool. In fact, I want to do some grailing more on this server as well, so hopefully look forward to highlights of that later. In fact, we're getting the new collab event tomorrow as of this recording, hopefully. So if a certain Rio servant gets released that I'm very excited for, they will definitely be grailed. So again, maybe a small teaser. Good chunk of bond grails. In terms of the faux pas, I haven't really used much of them at all yet. I don't like the mechanic. I could actually fully max a servant right now, I think. But I just don't like the way they work. I will probably commit at some point. It's the same for my NA account, by the way. So yeah, I just don't like... I don't like how slowly you get gold foes either. But this is even worse, and this might be a separate rant in the future, but yeah. Anyway, some bonus, I guess, welfare ascension materials and whatnot. And there you go. One more thing, I guess. Well, you already saw them basically, but yeah, I might as well show you my main support list as well. So here you can kind of see all my the big grailed units. I still haven't committed to going past level 100 on anyone yet, but who knows what the future might hold, especially now that grail casting is the thing. So yeah, I am pretty pleased where my JP account is for sure. Considering it's not my main account, but I still play it very actively for sure, and I don't really have plans on stopping playing it anytime soon either. So hopefully I didn't forget anything that people wanted to see. I apologize if I did. Leave a comment if you want to ask anything, and I'll try to answer with the best of my capabilities. But I still consider this a fairly realistic 5-year-old account. So again, in case you were curious as to what kind of results you can expect if you keep playing this game, because again, most of you guys probably don't have accounts as old as this. Even though, yes, it's not a fully free-to-play account, I still think it balances out fairly well, and it's somewhat realistic, so hopefully no one is too mad about me saying that. So there you go. I originally meant to do this for the 60k celebration, and again, huge thanks for everyone subscribing, especially recently. I still plan on uploading a lot of videos that you guys hopefully will find interesting, and yeah, thank you so much. If you enjoy this, please do me a solid and press the like button. And subscribe for more, because again, uploads never end. I might even do this when NA reaches its 5th anniversary, in case people were curious as to what my main account, the one I spend a lot more money on and time on, looks like. So again, if you want to see something like that in the future, let me know, and otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.